love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
B.J. Goodson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Martin, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 11 yards there, first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game. Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Play action. It's Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
The 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson gonna run, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to Odell.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Mayfield down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Nick Boyle.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Brown 16. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Ravens 17, Browns 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's good. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Marvin Hall. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Final play of the half, Mayfield. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's now 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on second down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jacob Phillips brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 5-yard line.
Jackson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Wow. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that is incomplete here.
Mayfield.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now Jackson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
11 yards there, first down.
16-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stay with your man. Regular. Shit. Hey, alert. 48's the mic. Watch the run. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, alert 48. Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Check 48's the mic.
Now Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need
from the 29, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Odell Beckham, 29 yards. And the Browns are able to... And he's He's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out, to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They go play action now. Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Willie Snead. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, it's Taylor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
There's Jarvis Landry with the nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. 58, boys, 58, 58. Right. Let's go. Hurry. Here we go. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten